In the year 2147, humanity had colonized distant planets in search of resources to sustain Earth's dying ecosystems. Among these was Zeta-9, a barren world rich in rare minerals but shrouded in mystery, a desolate expanse where jagged cliffs and twisted rock formations rise from cracked earth under an unyielding crimson sky. Its air is thin and metallic, carrying whispers of storms that never fully form, while its surface seems alive with faint tremors that hint at something stirring far below. Strange bioluminescent fungi cling to shadowed crevices, their glow casting eerie patterns on the ground, as if marking paths meant only for unseen travelers. The planet's silence is oppressive, broken only by the distant groan of shifting tectonic plates or the haunting howl of winds that seem to carry voices long forgotten. This is Eli Carter, a man burdened by exhaustion, isolation, and the weight of survival. For months, he has called this desolate outpost home, trading his humanity for credits that may never reach the family he left behind on Earth. As he stares at their holographic image, his wife's smile frozen in time, his daughter's laughter silenced by distance, he whispers to himself, "How much longer can I endure this?" But deep down, he knows there's no turning back. Now, as Eli suits up in his heavy exosuit, preparing once again to descend into the planet's hollow depths, an unsettling truth lingers in the air. The mines of Zeta-9 hold more than just precious ore. They harbor secrets buried deeper than any drill could ever penetrate. Inside the mine, the walls glow faintly with veins of blue zitanium, the lifeblood of this operation, the reason men like Eli risk everything. Yet even here, amidst the hum of machinery and the clatter of drills, unease festers. Shadows seem to shift when no one is looking. Whispers echo through the tunnels, too soft to make out but impossible to ignore. Eli notices something strange today. Symbols carved into the rock near his station. Ancient, intricate, almost alive in their design. He runs his gloved hand over them, feeling the grooves as if they might pulse beneath his touch. And then it happens. The ground trembles, a low rumble reverberating through the caverns. His supervisor's voice crackles over the radio, ordering an evacuation due to seismic activity. Reluctantly, Eli leaves the symbols behind, but not before capturing them with his helmet cam. Little does he know those markings are a warning or perhaps a plea. Back on the surface, tension simmers among the crew. Jokes fall flat, laughter feels forced. Eli can't shake the feeling that whatever lies below isn't content to stay hidden. Those symbols weren't random graffiti. They were meant for someone to find. Someone like him. That night, alone in his quarters, Eli pores over the photo of the symbols on his tablet. With trembling fingers, he feeds the image into translation software, hoping for answers. What he finds chills him to the bone. Do not dig deeper. It's a command, clear and unambiguous. A directive ignored long before Eli arrived. Against protocol, against reason, Eli ventures back into the mine during the graveyard shift. Armed only with a flashlight and his tools, he descends deeper than he's ever gone before. The air grows colder. The glowing ore begins to pulse faintly, as though responding to his presence. Strange noises fill the silence, scratching, clicking, distant moans. Shadows flicker at the edge of his vision, vanishing whenever he turns to look. Finally, he reaches a cavern untouched by maps or machines. At its center stands a massive crystal structure embedded in the earth, pulsating with a hypnotic hum. Its light draws him closer, despite every instinct screaming to turn back. Then he sees them. Claw-like gouges in the walls, far too large to belong to anything human. Whatever dwells here, it's been watching him. As Eli touches the crystal, visions flood his mind. He sees Zeta-9 as it once was, a vibrant world teeming with life. Forests stretch across the horizon. Creatures roam freely under twin suns. But then the images shift. Machines tear through the land, harvesting without mercy. The planet screams in agony as its core is ripped apart. Shadowy figures, the ancient inhabitants of Zeta-9, plead silently for help as their world collapses under the weight of exploitation. Eli understands now. The miners aren't extracting resources, they're disturbing something sacred, awakening something dormant. The symbols weren't warnings, they were cries for salvation. Before he can process this revelation, the ground shakes violently. Cracks spiderweb across the crystal's surface. Black smoke seeps from within, coalescing into grotesque insectoid creatures with glowing red eyes. Their screeches pierce the air as they charge toward him. Eli runs, heart pounding, lungs burning, as the tunnels collapse around him. Eli bursts onto the surface just as chaos erupts, alarms blare. Workers scream. The creatures pour out of the mine, attacking indiscriminately. Desperation takes hold as Eli activates the emergency self-destruct sequence. The facility explodes in a fiery inferno, consuming both the mine and the horrors within. For a moment, it seems over. Peace returns to Zeta-9, or so it appears. But then Eli looks down. Embedded in his hand is a shard of the crystal, glowing faintly. His breath catches as a voice whispers directly into his ear. "You've awakened us." Panic floods his face as the realization sinks in. He didn't escape. He brought it with him.